Hello, Mr. Ocamp and/or Mr. Ocamp's class. Today, I'm going to talk about clouds. My name is Travis Bloomberg, your favorite Travis and favorite Bloomberg, I think. Don't be fooled. I'm not enthusiastic to do this. It's 11 o'clock, Monday night. Yeah. So, I think the best course of action is to get this over with. So, number 1, altocumulus clouds. Now, these bad boys are formed from 7,000 to about 20,000 feet up. They're formed when altostratus clouds break up, which we will get into later. They're known to produce thunderstorms, but they don't produce rainfall. And fun little fact, their water droplets contain ice crystals, so that's pretty cool, I guess. Alright, rapid fire. Altostratus, they form from 3,300 to 16,500 feet up. They're formed when cirrostratus? I should probably look up how to pronounce this. Hold on.
Cirrostratus.
Yeah. They're formed when cirrostratus descend from higher up. And, as you should probably know, because we kind of learned this, clouds descend when they lose energy. So the air inside them gets more dense, and that makes them sink because the air around it is less dense. Now, you might want to bundle up, because if you see these guys, it might mean that a rain or snowstorm might come. Alright, what else we got here? Cirrocumulus. They form from 16,000 to 39,000 feet up. They're formed from the vapor trails that planes leave behind, called contrails. And they also might indicate that a storm is coming. They're made up of ice and supercool water, which is a pretty cool thing, if you ask me. Supercool water is when you have water below 0 degrees Celsius. Alright, and next we got cirrostratus clouds. They form from 20,000 to 40,000 feet up, and wackily enough, they also form from contrails. They don't produce precipitation, but you can use them to predict what the weather might be a little bit later. Cirrostratus nebulus may indicate rain, and cirrostratus fibratus also indicate rain, but not as much. Next up, we have cirrus, I think. Cirrus, sorry. Next, we have cirrus clouds, which form from 20,000 to 40,000 feet up again. They are also formed from contrails, so I'm kind of sensing a little bit of a pattern here. If you see these clouds, it might mean that the weather will change soon. So, yeah, cancel those dinner date plans. They're not going to go too well. Here's a cool little thing. Cirrus means hair tough. Yeah, these don't look too hairy to me. Next up on the list is cumulonimbus. 3 words. You ever play Minecraft? Cumulonimbus clouds form from 1,100 feet up to 6,500 feet up. They form at cold fronts where warmer air goes over top of the cold air. So you thought some of the earlier clouds were bad? Ha! If you see these, run! Okay, that might be over-exaggerating a little bit, but they are associated with hailstorms being the big one, rainstorms, thunderstorms, and even tornadoes, so that actually might give you a reason to run. So a fun fact about these guys, like I said earlier, they are known for their anvil shape, so don't stand underneath of them, I guess. Next up on my sloppily put together roster is the cumulus cloud. They form from 1,200 feet up to 6,500 feet up. They're formed when oceany air reaches the coast and is warmed up by the morning sun. These clouds can also form cumulonimbus clouds. Now in terms of weather, fret not, because these clouds are associated with the sunshine, baby. Remember that date from earlier? You can go on it now, just don't make a fool of yourself. Heck, you can even impress your date with all these fun cloud facts I'm giving you. And a fun fact about me, I am very tired right now. What am I doing talking about myself in front of other people? What's wrong with me? Let's get back on track, people. Next up are nimbostratus clouds. They form from 2,000 to 10,000 feet up. These clouds form when altostratus clouds descend. You know that song by the Beatles? Well, it does not apply here, because this just means constant rain. I'm getting bored of this very quickly. Oh, you're still here? Sorry, I didn't say anything. Next up are stratocumulus clouds. They form from 1,200 feet to 6,500 feet up. They form after a stratus cloud breaks up, which just so happens to be the next one on the list. These clouds can really mean pretty much anything when it comes to weather, from rain to more rain to no rain to any amount of rain on the spectrum, really. The clouds alone don't produce rain by itself, however. Next we have stratus clouds. They form from 0 to 1,200 feet up. You ever play in a video game and you have the option to make your character, but you're lazy and just choose one of the default ones? That's pretty much what this cloud is. It's just your standard run-of-the-mill cloud, really. They can make some rain, or they could also not make rain. They can pretty much form anywhere as long as the wind isn't too crazy. Now it's time for the wacky cloud, also known as the funnel cloud. Now if I saw one of these things, I'd probably get in my car and drive the other direction, because it kind of looks like a tornado. But it's not a tornado, it's a cloud. They're formed when air currents spin, which is caused by warm air rising and cool air sinking. Wait, isn't that just how a tornado is formed? Maybe these are tornadoes. Now these tornado cloud whatever things come from our old friend the anvil cloud, also known as the cumulonimbus cloud. Now if you remember right, these are the guys with the extreme weather, like rainstorms, hail, thunder, all that jazz. Alright, what did it say here? If a funnel cloud does make contact with the ground, it can produce a tornado. Okay, so these are tornadoes. Fantastic. And with that, my epic cloud presentation comes to a close. I would like to thank my good friend the internet, because if it weren't for him, I would be struggling right now, and probably failing, especially this class, and all of my classes. So, thanks, Vinton Curve. You did me a solid.